Our next award is the Graduate of the Last Decade Award, known as the Gold Award. This award honors recent Washburn graduates who demonstrate leadership in career or civic endeavors and loyalty to Washburn. Recipients must have graduated within the last 10 years. This year's first recipient of a Gold Award is Dr. Michael Glass. Dr. Glass will be completing a fellowship at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville, Tennessee in June. He will then begin practicing at Radiology and Nuclear Medicine, a private practice radiology group here in Topeka. He earned his Doctor of Medicine at the University of Kansas School of Medicine and completed his internship there in internal medicine and his residency there in diagnostic radiology. As a student, Michael started working in the Washburn President's office, and assistant to the president, Regina Hall, said this: "From his initial interview, we knew he was a winner. The depth of that winner surprised even us. He was focused on his education. The way he cared about people and doing the best job possible in our office spoke volumes about his upbringing in Americus, Kansas." Sitting next to him as he arranged a link trip to New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina, his planning and organizational skills were impressive. His attention to detail was phenomenal. Seeing him grow into this amazing young man, able to plan a difficult trip for a group of students to help a city devastated by a natural disaster, made me proud to be his Washburn mom. He is an example of what we all want our Ichabods to be and how we want them to represent Washburn University. There is no one who deserves the Gold Award more than Michael Glass. Biology professor John Mulliken commented, "Michael was a standout student as a freshman in my general cellular biology class. He challenged me in that class and in his upper division classes, which allowed us to connect outside of the classroom. I've enjoyed Michael's career blossom over the years. Michael, for your continued success in your career, we are honored to present you the Gold Award." Michael?
Good evening. First of all, I just want to thank Washburn University and the Alumni Association and the Foundation for this award. It truly is a tremendous honor for me to be here and to accept this. I also would like to thank my family, specifically my wife Candace, who's with me here tonight, for all of her love and support through all these years. As I thought about this award and reflected on what I might say, I couldn't help but think about how appreciative I am for Washburn and for all of the wonderful experiences I had while I was here. Time provides perspective, and this evening I can see how Washburn shaped the trajectory of my life in so many different ways. It's a reflective time right now for Candace and I as well. We're a couple months away from finishing my final year of medical training, a musculoskeletal radiology fellowship at Vanderbilt. At the end of June, we're moving back to Topeka, where I'll begin working for a radiology practice here in town. Between graduating from Washburn in 2012 and moving back to Topeka, there have been a lot of things, a lot of ups and downs, and many exciting times in our life. We have had 3 children since that time: Ada, John, and Thomas. Completed 4 years of medical school. We've completed 5 years of residency, and all of these in Kansas City, and now nearly completed this last year in Nashville. As I said, time provides perspective, and the past 10 years have certainly done that for us. So this evening, I'm so happy to be back on campus, happy to reflect on so many fond memories, and hopefully to express in a measure my gratitude for this university and for the people who made my Washburn experience great. It all started with move-in day. I moved into the Living Learning Center with a potluck roommate. I was a little nervous about that, as you can imagine. Didn't really have any idea what to expect. And then I met Jason Dinkle. If any of you know Jason, who works on campus now in IT, you'd know what a pair we really were. He is extremely outgoing, full of joy, kindness, and stands a solid foot taller than me. so we made quite a pair walking around campus together. I'm very thankful to have had him as a roommate. He quickly became one of my best friends and remains one of my best friends to this day. Jason also had a lot to do with my introduction to Candace, my wife. Candace and I had several mutual friends throughout my first year at Washburn. Her and Jason have often joked, I would have met her a lot sooner if it wasn't for all the studying I was doing. And there's probably a little bit of truth to that. I eventually got to know Candace toward the end of my freshman year. I rightly assumed that she was way out of my league, but fortune was on my side, and we eventually married just before my junior year. As I think about other critical moments and experiences that kind of shaped my path, I think about the biology department as well. I'm grateful for the experience that I had here. Cell biology with Dr. Mulliken and other similar classes like Dr. Hinton's histology course really prepared me for medical school. Having to memorize a large quantity of material for essay questions prepared me for medical school as well. Next, I think about my time in the president's office. I was fortunate enough to work as a student intern in the president's office during most of my time at Washburn. The other students and staff members I had an opportunity to work with were tremendous. Dr. Farley and his professionalism had an impact on me. He affected my development as a communicator and influenced how I wanted to behave as a professional. Dr. Hornberger, similarly, and others. Sue and Regina were a joy to work with every day and made coming to work something to look forward to. Finally, the Bonner program in Link. I'm not one for hyperbole, but really, truly, the Bonner program and the people, like Rick Ellis and Christine Hart, changed my life while I was here. No other single experience changed my perspective and outlook more than the Bonner program did. From tutoring high school students to leading Habitat for Humanity service trips, I learned so much. And logging the hours was only a fraction of it, truly. Spending time with Rick and with Chris in the office and attending Bonner meetings, sharing perspective with them and with other students was invaluable. These lessons I've carried with me and have been fortunate since leaving Washburn to serve as one of the directors at the JayDoc Free Clinic, a free healthcare clinic in Kansas City run by KU medical students. My Bonner experience also led me to engage during residency with a program called RadAid, where we established a chapter at KU, set up an international radiology elective to Ethiopia, and helped organize trips to Ethiopia and radiology educational material for one of their teaching hospitals. As you can see, Washburn shaped the direction of my life in many ways. The people I care about, my wife, some of my best friends I met here at Washburn. Some of my most formative and valuable experiences that shaped who I am and where I am today, they occurred right here at Washburn. Though it's difficult to express the level of appreciation that I feel for those things, I've attempted to do so this evening and hopefully have conveyed that in some way. Thank you to everyone who has shared in this journey. Thank you to my family for your love and support. Thank you again to the University and Alumni Association for this honor. And thank you to all of you for your attention this evening. Thanks.